Hi there and welcome to my channel. I want to start off this favorites video by apologizing that it's not going to have like a ton of products, and also apologizing for not having something the last couple days, last week or so. I have been dealing with some post-concussive syndrome. If you flash back to my Wet n Wild review, not the blushes, but the other one, I mentioned that I sustained a concussion in December. I've been dealing with that, thus doing my makeup has been difficult because of the bright lights needed to simulate daytime in my quite dark apartment. So I've been dealing with that, and then this past week I did get sick, so I did want to film for you guys. I will still be drinking water and having a cough because of that, so just wanted to let that be known. So we're going to jump in. These are my January favorites. I don't have a lot, but what I do have are great. So let's do this. First off are the Wet n Wild blushes. I did review these, and I'll have a link to the review in the description box. Also the full link with the swatches and everything is on my blog, fueledbymakeup.com. Go check it out. And these blushes, I am absolutely in love with these blushes. They're great. Pigmented, they last a long time. I wore them, I believe I was wearing Mellow Wine. I put it on one morning before work. I went to work. I then went out to dinner, went grocery shopping, then went to a hockey game, and came home, and I still had the blush on. Like, no reapplication, no nothing. It was still there, still where I put it, with minimal fading. There was a little bit of fading, like, right where I blended it out, but for the most part, it was still there. So, these are very long wearing, and they went through, you know, work and everything else. So, I highly suggest these, especially since they were $3. So really, go get these, go pick them up. The shade range is limited to these three, and one of these is more of a highlighter, but still, they're great. I love them. All right, next up is something I will have a review up soon. There's probably a million reviews of these already, but these are the NYX Liquid Suedes. They're a liquid lipstick, but they don't dry down and they don't dry matte. They do set eventually, where there is still some transfer, but it doesn't transfer like your entire color, so it stays behind. They work. They're not necessarily long wearing, but they're great. I have the shades Stone Fox and Amethyst. I really love both of these. I got some great compliments when I was wearing Amethyst, and Stone Fox just looks badass on me. A little gothy, but badass. So I really like these. I'll have a review up if you guys want. I mean, they've been out for a bit. I just finally got them, but if you want a review, let me know in the comments and I'll do a review of these. I have worn them quite a bit, actually. Not today. Of course not today. Alright. So, in the makeup realm, still, ooh, sweaty. I have something that's been a long time favorite of mine for years, and I've never seen it talked about on YouTube, and it should be. It should be, and it's a drugstore product, and it's wonderful. And this is the True Match Super Blendable Concealer Crayon. I'll twist mine up. I need a new one, as you can tell. That's as far as it's going, because I use it so much. This is it's like a cream to powder type of concealer. It's very pigmented. It's very thick, but you can blend it out so it's thin. I like this on days that I'm having a fairly good skin day. I don't want foundation, but I want to cover up the stuff that's not great. Ta-da! Like today. I just pop this on where I have the problems, like blend it out with my fingers. The warmth from your hand just blends it out nicely. And I'm off. I'm off to the races. I've been especially loving it. Ah! I caught it. I caught it with my feet. But I'm especially loving it this month because I can do this in the mirror in my bathroom without having the bright lights on. And it's wonderful because then I'm not dealing with the lights and not causing myself to get my headaches worse. So this is wonderful. It's great. It's inexpensive. It is at the drugstore. And this is the shade Fair Light Neutral 123. They don't have it in cool tone, but the neutral runs cool enough that I can get away with it. So really like this. It's a great concealer in general. It's really good if you want to just cover up some areas and go with a nice skin. So, and I love the finish it gives. It's a nice powdery kind of matte, it's kind of satin actually, so it's really nice. More people need to use it. All right, Alright, we got a couple more makeup things. Here we go. This is, and I reviewed it, is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Finishing Setting Spray. As you can tell, I am out. I absolutely love it. I do wish more product came in the little thing. The mist is nice. It's good. If you want, that's also going to be, I'll also link that review below so you can take a look at that. I got a lot of water here. So that's really cool. So moving on, we got some skincare stuff. I got this in my Birchbox, and this is the Derma-e Hydrating Serum. I said in my Birchbox review that I was on the fence about the serum and how well it's going to work, and if I was going to like it, and I was going to give it a longer go, and I've been using it every day since, and it's absolutely amazing. I use this, and then I use the next thing I'm going to talk about, and then my moisturizer, and I've had such soft, supple skin. I've had a few problem areas, tends to happen, but overall it's been great. Next thing I'm talking about is the sticker fell off. This is from Mitchell and Peach. It is a face oil, and it's not necessarily this face oil in general, it's just the use of face oils is kind of a new favorite, and I'm really liking it. And I'm liking how it makes my skin supple. And I was afraid of oil because I was like, oh, it's going to clog my pores, but I've embraced oil. My very dry skin has embraced the oil. So, face oils. That one's what I'm using because I've had it on hand, but what have you. Alright, 2 more items. Like I said, this is quick. I haven't had a chance to test stuff out. Next month will be a little bit better because it will be. And I'll have a lot of great reviews coming next month. Oh, I'm so excited. I already have some stuff on the way. So here we go. This one is, it's going to sound stupid. And I'm going to tell you how I store them. I store them in my bullet from the NARS set. But in there, and then pull it out. These disposable spoolies. I got a pack of 100 of them for $6 on Amazon. These are great. And they didn't come from China. They actually shipped out of Minneapolis, so I had them the next day. But for people who want to order stuff like this and don't want to order things from China, I'll link to the listing that I used in the description box. But disposable spoolies, they're great for your brows, which I didn't do my brows today. But if you use mascara and you want to just do one last run through to get all the clumps and to get everything separated and great, that's what I've been using it for, and my lashes have not looked better. Put my mascara on. Yes, there's not always clumps, but it just gives everything a nice smoothed out finish. And my lashes look more like falsies now with mascara than just kind of sort of falsy. So I really like these. Make sure you have some place to store them. They come in little plastic, just not great. So I'm glad I had this to store it. Alright, the next thing is something I will have a review up later this week. I promise that. I do have a review coming of these. And these are the Loreal and Langnickle brushes. I picked up, if I can, one of them is shedding. There it goes, got it. There was one hair sticking out, very long. So, these are what I got. This one's not part of a set. This one was separate, but this is the Loreal and Langnickle Moto 7-piece set. I picked this up, and then I picked up a blending brush from their Brush Essentials line. After they had an iMat sale online, things were 50 to 60% off, and I was like, shit. Even the regular prices, I pick up a set of brushes for 20 bucks, but for 10, I'm like, oh, hold up, yeah, I want those. So I do plan on buying more, but I've been really loving these so far. I've washed them already, so when my review goes live, you'll have the full idea of what I think about these brushes, and are they a good deal, are they a bad deal, how do they compare to something like Sigma. So I'll have that coming up soon. So, but I've been really loving these, so there you have it. So that's it. Those are my favorites from January. February will be a little bit better. I don't have a scent of the month this month, but I'll have something for next month, and I'll have some really cool things for next month that you'll like. What's on tap per se. I will be having a lot of the new Urban Decay stuff coming out. I'm not lucky enough to have it sent to me for free, so I have to purchase it, and I will be purchasing that stuff here soon. I already have 2 things on the way that I bought, so I'll let you know about that. So if you want to hear my thoughts on the blush palette and the one of the lipsticks, I'll have that in the next couple of weeks. My camera situation will be rectified, hopefully in the next couple of weeks as well. Background situation, maybe not so much, but that'll be fixed. So yeah, there's the kind of things to look forward to. I will be doing maybe a couple tutorials when I get my new camera. I don't like doing them on this. I always trash them. So be ready for that. If you like this content and you want to see more content from me, hit the subscribe button. Totally free. I mean, it's also totally optional, but it'd be awesome. You can also give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down, however you feel. And leave a comment below on what you want to see. If there's certain products you do want to see reviewed, let me know in the comments, and I'll do my best to accommodate that. I can't promise anything, but hey, I'll take a look. Yeah, and if you'd like to follow me on social media, Fueled by Makeup, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. So you can just check it out there. Yeah. I thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.